There it goes. Hey, Julie. What's up, Sue? Now it's working. Hi, girls. Hi, Andrea. Did it? I think it worked. I think it worked. I think it worked. Good evening, you guys. How is everyone? What are you girls up to, girls? Ice Machine said hello. Hi, Natasha. What's up, Haley? What's going on, beautiful ladies? How's everyone's day going? Whoa, we gotta cover these bags. What's up, Haley? What's up, Amy? Did you guys have a good day? Or what? I woke up thinking it was Wednesday. Huh? Hi, Brienne. Good evening, good evening. Yep, I woke up thinking it was Wednesday. Whatever. I was like, oh, it's Tuesday? It's only Tuesday? Damn. Okay. I was all confused. I think I was confused. So we have the health department coming tomorrow, but I thought it was coming. For some reason, like my mind's been so like set that it was today. So Mama and Papa were doing good. I just left there. They are doing very well. They had ordered some pizza tonight. They're just chilling. Hi, Jennifer. We're gonna do some makeup tonight. Getting my favorite brushes real quick. Can you guys come in and smoke out the live for me? Please. I'm gonna do a lippy deal on all lip products, whether it's like lip liners, lip oils, the glow up lippies, anything lip involved. I'm doing buy two get one free. So the third item you would just put in your cart and you'll get that for free. And then I'm gonna do a free gift every single purchase, and then we'll spin every 5. Okay, let's do some brows. Hi, Dora. It was fine until I dropped weight. Oh no. You gotta ice it. You gotta ice it up. Hi, Betty. If you guys are over on Beauty Shakers, come to Beauty Shaker Cosmetics. Whoops. Come over to Beauty Shaker Cosmetics. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find my spoolie. Oh, there we go. There we go. It was a pretty good day. Hey, listen, can't complain about that then, huh? That's always a good thing. Yeah, I got a lot done. I have a lot to do the next couple of days, but I'm getting it done. I have my list. There's only one thing I didn't get done on my list today, but I'm gonna try to tackle it tomorrow, right after I get out of work. Oh man, let me see. I swore. Oh, maybe not. Let me look up here. I'm looking for my... It's always when you're looking for like that one brush and then you can't find it. Hi, Chris. How are you? Hi, Betty. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Jennifer. All right. I'm getting a nice consistency going with my brow freeze. Real quick. That's nice and good. There we go. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous a little, but I'm excited. I'm just nervous about like traveling with the airports and stuff like that. It's a little nerve-wracking. And then it's like sometimes, like I'll see some things and then I'll see other reports of like other airports and everything seems like fine. But you know, we are flying out of an international airport, so I know it's probably going to be a little bit busier. I have flown out of that airport once before, and it was pretty busy in the morning. So I think that's where my nervous system is kicking in as like that, you know, that's already nerve-wracking. Like, I'm sure all you guys know if you've ever flown before, like, just even stepping foot in there, you know, is nerve-wracking. And then on top of it, you know, there's longer wait times and, you know, everybody's trying to get somewhere, you know. So I always try to have patience and I always try to get there, you know, like, you know, before that 2-hour mark. But I think we are going to have to go a little bit earlier with the TSA situation and stuff like that. I will say this, I've seen so many like small businesses like jump in and like they're feeding like TSA, like they're feeding them. Like I've seen like big and small kind of too. I don't want to just, you know, single them out, but I've seen a lot of small businesses like just jumping in and, you know, trying to help the TSA agents and stuff like that by feeding them and, you know, because they have been out of work. So I think that's really a nice gesture. I've flown twice and it scared the death of me. Yeah, flying is always scary. I feel like once you get to your actual like terminal and your bags are secure, obviously that always makes you feel a little bit better, you know, but you know, what's going on now. And then of course, like you see it on the news and it just scares the shit out of you. And then of course, you know, like my birthday lands on a, like spring break. So that definitely is a little nerve-wracking too. So I'm just anticipating that, you know, it's going to be hectic. So I'm going to have my sneakers on. I'm going to dress comfortable and just be ready to, you know, probably stand in lines for a little bit and just have that patience. You got to have that patience. Because there's nothing else you can do anyway about it. What's up, Lisa? How are you? Hi, Teresa. I'm doing good, Miss Beth. How are you? How are you? All right, let's fix these brows up a little tiny bit. I'm not going to fill them in too much. If you guys are just coming in, if you guys can sprinkle out this live, I would so appreciate it. Yeah, they're assisting, Andrea. Yep. I like to fly. Probably never will again. I get super nervous. I figure what will happen. It will happen. Right. Yeah. That's kind of how you can look at it. Like, you know, for me, I'm not scared to fly at all. It's not the flying part. It's not getting on the, I think right now it's just more or less like, everything that they're showing like on the news and stuff like that. Like it looks like hectic and, you know, people are getting agitated and stuff like that. And flying out of the country, you know, is always nerve-wracking. Doesn't matter where you're going. So hopefully everything will just run smooth. That's how I'll look at it. I'm more or less worried about just getting through the TSA line. That's all. Getting on the plane, that's easy. That's half the battle right there. Hi, Jamie. Where are you going? I'm going to Mexico. Yeah. What's up, Jack? How are you? Yes. Yep. And I have some other people that I know that were there last week and they had an amazing time and it would look beautiful. And I know the media, you know, always doesn't portray all like the good things. And I am very aware that it is very dangerous right now. I am aware that you won't be seeing me out in there in these streets. My ass will be parked right on that resort, you guys. I'm not I've been to Mexico 3 times now. And out of the 3 times that I've been there, 2 of the times I have ventured outside of the resort. And it was obviously, it was absolutely beautiful, to be honest with you. Some of the best trips of my life have been Mexico. Like, unforgettable. So, yeah. You could be better. I feel that, girl. I feel that, girl. All right, let's clean up these brows. You're going to drive to Utah? Okay. I've never been to I've been close to Utah, but I've never been to Utah. Hi, Carol. Good evening. Good evening. But I don't leave until Sunday, so. Well, Saturday. Like Saturday going into Sunday. It's a very early morning flight. Hi, Tammy. How are you? I love it. Me too. Me too. I'm kind of mad at myself. When the second time I went, we stayed at like this beautiful resort. Well, inside of the resort, it was a ginormous property. On top of the resort, there was also homes in the resort area and like townhomes and regular homes and apartments. And there was a ton for sale. And this is way before Airbnb started being a thing. And there was like there was townhomes for like, you guys, like pennies. Like, and I'm so mad that I didn't buy one. And I always said like, I should have bought one and like made it into like an Airbnb. I wish so bad. Oh, my sister. What the hell is this, girl? My sister's so fucking cute. She just sends me a smart traveler enrollment program. She's probably watching the live right now. The U.S. Embassy. This bitch, this just made me feel even more nervous. What the fuck did you send this to me for? It says Americans in the Middle East. Should exercise increased caution. Oh, I love Mexico. So anyway, we were going like in our resort. So we had like, we had bikes and we had, like go-karts to get around from all the places because the resort was so big. And so one night, me, Francesca, and a few others, we, started like, you know, just exploring and going around, and we saw tons of signs in the window, all these apartments and townhomes that were like for sale. And I like literally bite myself in the ass because like we should have bought one then and then had it for like whenever we wanted to go, but then like Airbnb wasn't a thing, but then like rent it out kind of thing. So is there a deal today? Yes. So it's buy any 2 lip products, get 1 free. And I'm doing a free grab bag with every single purchase. And then we're going to spin every 5. So any of the lip products. So it could be the lip oils, lip liner. It could be any of those. The glow up lippies, anything involving lips. You can use that deal. So you'll put 3 in the cart and then hit code LIP and then it'll take 1 away. I haven't heard anything about Miss Greta. No. Lisa, where are we flying to? We are flying to Mexico. We're flying to Mexico. But I'm not flying out of Philadelphia or New Jersey. I'm flying out of Boston, Massachusetts. So I have flown out of there once before. I wouldn't say it wasn't like a hectic, I don't think there's anything more hectic that I've ever seen in my life, more like a Philadelphia airport and, what was the other hectic airport? LAX, I even feel like was easy. Where is that other one at? It's on the tip of my tongue right now. It's down south. Hold on, let me think. That shit was hectic as shit. Atlanta. Atlanta's airport is nuts. Like nuts. I've never seen anything to that magnitude of craziness. It was so big and so chaotic. Just chaos everywhere. It made you like feel like you were nuts. Atlanta, yep, see, Amy said it. Atlanta. Oh, Margie said Atlanta's not. I have never in my life felt pure chaos the way I ever did at an airport, more like Atlanta. Philadelphia would be next. I have flown out of JFK. I have flown out of LAX. I've flown out of many different places, but Atlanta don't even make sense. Like, holy shit. Now, I will say this. The men were hot. I always tell you guys this. The men, whew, there are some good-looking men in that airport. I'll tell you what, down there. But, and I'm talking about all types of men, all different ages. I was like, God damn. I mean, they're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful human beings down there. But, craziness. ATL airport is crazy. Yes. Yes. Massachusetts, Mass. Atlanta, Julie said Atlanta. See, everybody's saying Atlanta. Poor Atlanta, damn, they got a bad rep. They got a bad rep for that airport. I just never in my life. I have been there twice. Once I was stuck there for 12 hours because a flight got canceled. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. I cried for hours. Hours and hours. It was just, no. Hell no. I flew from Atlanta to Africa. Oh my God. Were you like, what is this? It gives me just anxiety thinking about it. And me and Francesca, we were just like, what is going on here? Oh my God. Craziness. Crazy. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys could sprinkle the live out, let's try to see if we can get 50 public sprinkles tonight. We are doing a lip deal, so it's buy 2 lip products. You're going to get 1 free. You're going to put 3 in your cart, though. And then it's code LIP. We had completely different plans for tonight. They all got changed. Josh was supposed to be here. He ended up falling asleep. Me and Francesca had a whole different plan. Francesca's at home. She's doing shirts right now. She's doing shirts. So I said, all right, I'm going to go do a lippy deal. I'm going to go do some makeup. And we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. So she's getting it done. Sprinkled. Oh, thank you so much, Joe Marie. And splattered. I appreciate you. Long flight. Oh my God, with 5 grandkids. Oh yeah, no. Amy, God bless her. God bless you. And then traveling with kids on top of it. Oh no. That's rough. That is definitely rough. I give you a big pat on the back for that one. Shit, it was just me and Francesca and it was rough. So I can't imagine with kids. Holy crap. What's up, Trace? Thank you for coming in and sprinkling. I appreciate you. Thank you guys also for all the love you guys showed on my Instagram story today. I didn't even post it yet. So every day I'm going to drop pictures. I had a secret photo shoot. Do you guys see my photo shoot? My picture? So I dropped one of the pictures today. And every day leading up to my birthday. My birthday's Saturday. I'm just going to be dropping, pictures from the shoot and stuff like that. But I appreciate all of the love so many of you guys shown. Even on Facebook too, not just Instagram. I want to say Facebook too. Thank you guys. Thank you. I was definitely out of my element. I wanted to do something like really special for myself and kind of step outside the box, and I did, and you guys will see that in the pictures in the next few days. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. I seen all the love. I'll do an official actual like post. I was just dropping a little teaser. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Amy? Thank you for sharing. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? How are you guys doing? And then if you guys don't want to get the Lippy deal, which is buy two, get one free, you can get anything from the boutique. There's still, looks to me, there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 perfumes left. There's 1 purse, 1 backpack, and 1 of the tote bags. So if any of you guys want to grab any of that, it's underneath the boutique. You guys can. I'll still count you into my giveaways and stuff like that. So if you want to do the lip deal, it's buy 2, get 1 free. So you're going to put 3 products in your cart, code lip. And then I'll do another deal with you guys. If you guys don't want to get any of the lippies, we'll do beauty shakers, 50% off while I'm live. Code beauty shakers. Yeah, I only put 1 up. Okay. So the health department comes tomorrow morning. Oh, God. Ugh. So the only reason we know that they're coming, I know most of you guys are probably like, how do you guys know they're coming? Because of where I work at, they have to get access to get in. So we fortunately get a heads up. But it's still a lot, you know, there's a lot. And just because we get a heads up doesn't mean, you know, there's times that there'll be little things and we will get, you know, they come in a set of 2. So it's always 2 people. And this happens once a year for us. And it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking for the entire staff. It's nerve-wracking for all of us all together. Just, you know, getting everything together and stuff like that. So I can't wait for tomorrow to be over with, so we can go back to normal business. Is there any candy left? It looks as if there is 1 bunny left, Miss Beth. Let me look on the site real quick. I believe so. Francesca's Candy Shop. Let me look. Okay, let's see. Oh, I didn't even get to tell you guys I had to go to T-Mobile. So when, oh man, I don't know how many years it's been, but when me and Francesca got on the plan together, like when we left our personal plans and then merged together as a business, like, and put all of our devices onto the business, we have been grandfathered in with T-Mobile with our screen protectors, right? Hold on. One big pink bunny is still left. Let's try to send her out. Let's try to sell her out. So we were grandfathered in with the screen protector. That's the glass screen protector on all 4 phones. We both have 2 phones each. And we have other things that are on the plan too. So we do have a business plan. That's the business, you know, it's an actual business plan with T-Mobile. And we've always had that, right? Well, you know, every couple months, like we bang our phones up a lot. So pretty much anytime that your screen protector is, you know, messed up or cracked or whatever, we are able to go into T-Mobile and get a new one for free because number one, we paid for the screen protectors there, and with them, and then we were also in the program or whatever. So I go yesterday because my thumb is getting tore up, right? My main phone, this is my main phone. I had dropped it a couple times and it kind of like had splintered a little bit, and my thumb kept getting stuck on the cut glass. So yesterday, once I was done a couple of my errands, I was like, all right, I'm going to go to T-Mobile now. It's probably a good time. Everybody's still, it's like midday, so it's not like everybody's kind of still in work, because going into T-Mobile sometimes can be a couple hours, or the wait is long as hell. So I was like, all right, perfect timing. Boom, let's go. So I go in there, and the girl kind of was like, she looked up our account, because the first thing you have to do, you have to show your ID, and she kind of like wasn't trying to do this for me. And I was trying to explain to her, so she looked up the account, and I was trying to, I just said to her, I'm like, no, we have it. And then like she like, I don't know if she was new or whatever, so I just had patience with her. I just let her, she just kept looking at the account. And I just stood there, and the manager then comes over and she's like, what are you trying to do to the girl? And she's like, oh, I'm trying to look up when they actually, purchased the phones. And I said, I can tell you when we purchased this phone right here, it was April. And I said, and it was the beginning of April. And the manager was kind of just telling her like, all right, well, you have to go here and then here and then here on their iPod or iPad, whatever, to kind of like tell her what, how to get to what she was looking for. I guess proof that we purchased it or we were grandfathered in, whatever. So I'm just standing there like, like I'm usually there like every 2 months, you guys. I crack these damn screens like it's nothing. So, cause I'm constantly dropping my phone. So, finally the manager's like, yeah, look, no, they got the phones on April 10th of last year. Okay. That's when we did trade-ins and the deals and the, all the stuff. We were there for hours. I'll never forget the shit. Like you just never forget, like it's always a couple hours when you do these things. And I was like, see, I knew it was April. And then the manager's like, so what are you looking to do? And she looks at me and I was like, oh, I'm just trying to get a screen protector. Like, I'm not trying to do anything, but I'm just trying to get my screen protector redone. And the manager's like, oh, well, she's good. It's right here. And she shows the girl. You guys, this is like 15 minutes deep of her trying to figure out. I'm like, just sitting there, just trying to be patient, because I already knew we're locked into this. You know what I mean? So finally she finds it and she's like, oh yeah, you do have it. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and what's the other number associated with this account? I'm like, oh, well, there's 3. And she's like, but the main one. I'm like, there's 2 mains. And I was like, well, what does that matter? I'm like, we're just focusing on my phone right now. And she was just like, I feel like she just like wanted to give me a hard time, or she just didn't want to do the screen protector part. Thankfully, the manager kind of took over and took charge, and she's like, no, it's right here. It states that they have it. And then she's like, let me see if we have it in stock. Now, mind you, while I'm waiting, I already seen that it was in stock. It's right on the wall. Like, I see my phone screen protector. It's right there. Because I started looking at new cases. You know what I mean? It's right next to the cases. So I'm like, it's there. I'm like, And she's like, let me go and see if we have it. You have it. Stop playing. You got it, girl. You got it, girl. So she goes over right where I was at, looking at the phone cases and stuff and the pop sockets. And she comes over and she kind of is like huffing and puffing to do this. And I'm like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Just straight like that. I'm like, you don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Like, I've been patient. I've been like, it's as if she just like didn't want to do that. And then it kind of clicked in my head. And I was like, all right, maybe she's having a bad day. I've been there before. You know what I mean? Maybe she just doesn't want to put this shit on my phone. I get it. It's probably annoying. Probably so many people come in and get it done every single day. And then I also thought about it. She's not making no commission off this shit. And I'm not quite sure if they're commission based there or not. I know that they do make a percentage from when my one friend did work at T-Mobile. Like, I know they make a percentage off of like when they sell phones and stuff like that. But like, she was not trying to put this goddamn screen protector on me. So I then was like to the manager, I was like, is there any way you can give me some proof? So I don't have to go through this anymore. And she was like, yeah, actually, and she told the sales girl, she's like, print this part out for her right here so she can have it. And then she huffed about that. Like, all she had to do was, like, press on the iPod to, like, send it over to the printer. And I was just like, have patience. And then at the end, so she gets it done. There was, like, a little tiny bubble. She ended up getting the bubble out. And I wasn't going to be like, oh, there's, like, a little bubble still. I was just going to see if she was going to do it, like, you know. And so she did. And then, at the end, she looked up at me and she's like, thank you for having so much patience with me. And I was like, no problem. No problem. And then I walked out. And I was just like, dang. Because, like, you know, sometimes I try to, like, I get it. Like, sometimes you're at work and, like, the shit's annoying. Like, you know, doing the same thing, it's tedious, or you get frustrated, or I don't know what's going on in her life. She don't know what's going on in mine. You know, all that kind of stuff. So I try to have, like, a little bit of patience. But when I tell you, you guys, she was not happy. So I brought the piece of paper back here and I said, just put this in our filing cabinet so we have it, because if they're going to be giving us issues, like, you know how much we pay a month? Like, do you know how much we pay a month? We went and got their Wi-Fi for here. Their Wi-Fi friggin' sucks, okay? Number one. Our contract is almost done with that. Thank you, Jesus, because we're definitely cutting that and getting something else. You guys always tell us all the time, like, oh, you're glitchy. Yeah, because we went with, like, that. We went with them, like, to make it like a, you know, like a combo situation kind of thing. And it's just like, it's something, it's like a service like we pay for, like that's why we were grandfathered in. Like, we bought the package, I guess, at the time. I don't know. I'm sorry that you had to put my screen protector on, girl. Like, and then when I offered, I was like, oh, I can do it. You want me to do it? I can do it, you know? Ugh. Like, dang, girl, if you don't take, right. And, you know, this is the thing, is like, maybe she just was having a rough ass day. So I kind of just gave that grace to her kind of thing. But I don't know if it's ever happened to you guys at your cell phone places, but I mean, it happens. I guess it happens. And I was just like, I just kept telling myself, just breathe, girl, just breathe. Let her do her thing. We don't need her messing this up. And my thumb was killing me. Jeez, right. I have a coworker that huffs and puffs every day, and she's around me. Looking for a reaction out of me. I just don't. Yeah, there's people like that. There is people like that, you know, want to sympathize. I mean, she huffed and puffed a few times, and it wasn't like I was, you know, I wasn't nasty towards her at all. I was just giving her grace, because, you know, I've had those days at work where I'm just like, whew, you know, we've all been there. We get it. Yeah, no, and I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, she might be having a rough day, you know, or maybe she just doesn't want to put this shit on. You know what I mean? So, and then I joked around with the manager a little bit, because I was like, yeah. So I'm like, so these phones are almost a year. And she was like, yeah. And I said, yeah, there's no point in getting this, because these are 16s. I was like, there's no point in getting 17s, because I know you guys. And she's like, yeah, don't. She's like, in 6 months, they're going to drop another one. I'm like, exactly. And there's nothing new with them. They're still the same. So the manager literally said yesterday, if you have a 15, 16, or 17, she's like, just stay there. She's like, just stay there. They're all the same. And they are. And the thing is even if you have something before the 15, even if you have the 14 or the 13 or the 12, because I'm live on a 12 right now. I love my 12. This 12 is paid off. Listen, we're rocking out until she no longer is going to turn on, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And I love my 12 Max Pro. Like, if they could make this phone over again, I would buy this phone 10 times over. I love this phone. Hi, Sassy Tam. And she's been holding strong. I've been going live on Miss 12 right here for almost 5 years now. So she holding strong. I mean, all I do on it is go live on it. So I'm not like tediously using it all the time and stuff like that. But, we all get the same updates. It doesn't matter what phone you got. So the update always updates anybody else that, like, you know, even if you do have an older phone. So why are we constantly going and getting the newest phone? My 15, before I got the 16, I had the 15 for, shit, I want to say like 2.5, almost 3 years. Probably 2.5. 2.5 years, yeah. And I didn't trade it in. I loved it. It was a great phone. But, and then it's hard because it's like, there's two of us. So like when we make that decision, like the one time, like last April, I kind of pressured Chess into getting the new phone. She was fine with the phone she had, but it's like if we don't stay on the same wavelength, like of doing it, then it's like one of us got the new one of us got the old one, and then it's like the promos and all that shit. So it's like I originally went by myself, and then I had to call her to meet me there. Once I called her to meet me there, then, you know, they start talking phones with her, and they convinced her. And they got her. And she's like, God damn it, girl, you got me here, and look, they got me getting a phone. Yeah, so they convinced her. But the deal, we couldn't pass up the deal. They were giving us for trade-ins, they were giving us $800 for the phones. Both phones. We were like, wait, you're going to give us $1,600, this and that. And I mean, the deals it was a good deal at the time. So we were like, oh shit, well, we can't pass this up. So we ended up not having to pay like that big ass amount for the 16. But that's how they get you. That's what they do. They'll come out with a new one, and then it'll be expensive as shit. And then they'll run promos because they can't get rid of the rest and shit like that. And then they give out like, you know how they do, you guys, make you finance and all that goodness. So it's all a scam. It's all a scam. All right, we're gonna go in with some base. Boop. Hi, Yo-Yo. Hello, Tammy. Hello, Courtney. If you guys are just coming in, it is 50% off the whole entire site, excluding the boutique, obviously. So 50% off code Beauty Shakers, and you'll get a free grab bag with every single purchase. Or if you want to do the deal, it's buy. What the fuck was that? Something just fell. Did you guys hear that? It stopped me in my tracks. Buy 2, get 1 free. I like that you don't get new phones until it no longer works. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this live phone. I mean, the only thing I will say that I probably bitch about a lot, which I know it's almost time, like the next phone that I'm going to upgrade is going to be the live phone. That's pretty important. You know what I mean? The battery life on this. So this is a 12. They're at a 17 now. So the battery life on this phone, like if I'm fully charged and I come live fully charged within an hour of me being live, this phone is damn near dead. I have to go, when I go live with, like you guys are plugged up right now. Like when I go live with this phone, I have to keep it plugged up. That's why sometimes you'll hear me and Chess and be like, oh shit, the phone's dying. Like, because it'll die quickly. So, yeah, that's the only thing. So the next phone that I would definitely upgrade would be this one right here, for sure. And I've gone back and forth, like, because I've heard, and some of my friends that are, that do go live, they go live on an Android. And, I've asked them like their opinions on it, but their regular phone is an Apple. So I've gone back and forth with that. Like, should I just maybe get an Android for live phone and then just keep my Apple for, regular? So I don't know. I go back and forth every single time about it. But yeah, this phone for sure will be the next one that gets upgraded. Probably the best time to do it will be when they roll out the new phone. They always roll out the new phone in September. That's probably going to be the best time to do it because I'll probably get a deal. You know what I mean? So like around like October, November, after that first month and everybody gets that first batch and shit. And then right before the holidays is when they always hit it with the deals. That's when I'll probably upgrade this bad boy. Yeah, the battery, that's the only thing that sucks. Other than that, the phone is fully updated to exactly what this phone is. So it's like I have all the updates, I got all the emojis, I got, all the all the like software update of it. So it's really like the same phone that I have right next to me. It's just the battery life is what sucks away and goes down. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that when you guys, I'm sure some of you guys have the same issues if you have an older phone too. So, all right, we're going to go into Alibi. But this is the first one I ever went live on. This is the OG right here. So we can't let her go. She's the OG. All right, my cord. I'm gonna put you over here. Okay, let me. My sister went today and got an ultrasound. She has gone twice the past couple weeks, and the baby wouldn't show her face. So she went today for the third time, finally got to see her face, but the baby is breech. The baby's breech. So we got to get her ass turned around, honey. I said to my sister, oh, damn. She's stubborn as hell, just like her mom already. So we got to get her to turn around. I don't know what we got to do. How you turn around a breech, baby. I don't know. Patty, do you? I know. I've been thinking about it. I've been going back and forth about it. Like, should I make the change? I'm not sure. What's up, Amy? Oh no, a lot of walking and squatting. Ugh. I'm like, dude, what? So she's like, I got to finally see her pretty little face, but she's breech. So my sister's 7 months. I'm like, oh no. I said, well, turn her ass around. Turn her around. Shit. And, you know, it's going to get to that point where there's not going to be that much room for her to do that. What's up, Deb? So, here we go. She's going to be stubborn. And I was like, oh, what's her sign going to be? She's going to be a Gemini. She's going to be a Gemini, y'all. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm still using an 8. Are you an 8? Holy. See, look, Dor, listen, there's people that would pay you for that phone. They wanted this phone so bad. When I went in there, they wanted it so bad. I'm like, nah, there's nothing wrong with it. She will turn. I hope so, Patty. I hope so. My sister's like, great. But she looks good. But the past two times, they were not able to see her at all. She was hiding her face both times. Both times they tried waking her up, moving her around a little bit. Nope. She said, no, you're not going to see my face. So then she had to go for a third time. And then today, of course, and then she's breech. She is breech. That does she? She has plenty of time? I hope so. By June? Oh, I'm like getting things together for her baby shower. Miss Greta ordered. What did you get, Miss Greta? Are you on here? Oh my God, Miss Greta just got a killer ass deal. You guys, she's just saved $75. Holy shit, you guys. She got all the hour palettes for $15. It's 50% off. I've heard that, Patty. I've heard that. I've heard that if you have a 16, everybody said stay at the 16 because the 17, it's not it. I personally like when I'm like really like in my phone and I really like love it and everything, how it works and all that goodness. I like to stay what I know. I don't like to change it up. And I know that phone. All right, Miss Greta, you're in. Well, thank you, my girl. I don't know if you're on here, and I hope everything's all right too. Hi, Karen. How are you? Yeah, I like to stay with what I know and what works for me, you know? All right, and then we're going to do the other eye. We're just doing a nice little neutral movement. What's up, Deb? What are you up to? I haven't packed one thing yet. Nope. Sure didn't. Nothing's packed. I'm gonna get some stuff done tonight and a little bit tomorrow too. Oh, he did to see the difference? My boyfriend has the 17. And I was like, what's the difference? Like, all I care about really is the camera part of it. Like, is the pictures, is the quality, you know, it looked the same. We took a picture of the same goddamn thing. And I was like, it's the same picture, you know? So I'm like, it looks fine to me. All right. You're hanging out? Tell T I miss her. All right. Let's go in a little bit more on this side. All right, so if you guys are just coming in, it's buy any 2 lippy products and you're going to get one free. You're going to put 3 in your cart and then you're going to use code LIP. And if you don't want to do the lippy deal, it's 50% off code Beauty Shakers the entire site while I'm live. A free grab bag with every single purchase. And then we're going to spin at 5. I do almost have my laundry done. When I get home, I'm going to put my stuff in the dryer. And then I'm going to try to just organize some of my stuff a little bit. All right, I need a fluffier brush. Hi, Maria. Yeah, you like your Samsung better? I hear that a lot. I feel like it's either one or the other. Like, if you're an Android user, you know, you kind of stick to that. Or if you're an Apple user, you stick to that kind of thing. If you were to put an Android in my hand, I wouldn't even know what the first thing to do with it. Because my mind is just so trained. But I used to be an Android user. And I felt the same way when I picked up an iPhone. Francesca's actually the one that convinced me to get an iPhone many years ago. Hi, Tracy. We missed Thirsty Thursdays and Confessions. Oh my God, I know. We haven't done Confessions in forever. Confessions. We used to have a blast with that, huh? Me too. I don't like the only time when got broken. Me too. Yeah, like if you put an Android in my phone, I'll be like, how do you do this? How do you do that? I don't even remember before that at all. All right, I want to put some shimmer. Some shimmer. I'm looking for a flat brush. Oh, that was smart. That was very smart of me. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go into Guilty. Little guilty moment. Samsung is better. Oh, you're gonna have a big debate right now, girl. You're gonna have a big one. All the Apple users are gonna be like, what? All right, and then we're going to blend that out a little bit. Greta, there you are. Dude, Greta, when I tell you, me and Josh talk about this all the time. If I could go back to my BlackBerry, that was the best phone that they ever came out with, is my BlackBerry. Oh my God. I'll have to ask Josh the exact model that me and him both had it, and we loved that phone. Oh my God. Let me ask him. I gotta ask him because I gotta know. Let me see. I guarantee you he's gonna nail it right on the head. He'll know exactly what version and everything. Oh, he might be asleep. Now sleep again. Huh. Oh, he just texted me. He'll call me right back. Got it. I'll call me right back. How you feeling, Miss Greta? And thank you for your order. Thank you, thank you. Okay, got it. All right, I need something a little bit lighter for the front. You know what? We're going to use a little golden hour. You're tired? Did everything go well, my girl? We're going to go into a little glow up. Praying for you, my girly pop. All right, there's a little shimmer. You know who I have not talked to on the phone today? Vicky. I gotta call Vicky. I gotta see if she's okay. I haven't heard from her. Today. I know she's at work, but... All right, so we have a nice little shimmer. Should we do liner? A little liner moment. What do you guys think? All right. Well, I'm like, wait, what is that bump back there? It's for my clip. I had to get chest done today to see if what he found in the surgery is just Miss Greta. That's what you found out today? Big, big, big hugs, my girl. I'm praying for you. Big time, big time. Jeez, you hear how loud it is? And I filled it up with water too. She's yelling at me. All right, let's just do a little liner. Tracy, I did last night. I started watching it. Actually, I didn't even have to look. It came right up on my timeline, girl. It came right up. It popped right up. It must have been like listening to like what I was saying on like live. You know, your phones listen to you and stuff like that. I was like, isn't that so ironic? It just popped up. We were just talking about that like an hour prior. Yeah, so I watched a few videos of it. Yeah, it's definitely crazy. I feel so bad for her family. But there is definitely a rabbit hole you definitely can go down. I was reading comments and so crazy. I feel like it's going to turn into like a Lifetime movie. Oh yeah, her husband's video. Oh. It's definitely like gaining momentum. Like you can tell. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, what's that one? She was Lacey. Was it Lacey Peterson or Patterson? The one that was pregnant? Scott Peterson? Yes, Scott Peterson. Fucking pig. It reminds me of that, the momentum of that. Like I feel like it's gaining a lot of traction. Like I feel like it's definitely gonna get covered. They're gonna definitely do something on it. All right, we're gonna go with our mascara. If you guys are just in, we are 4 away from spinning the wheel. 50% off code Beauty Shakers. Trying to think what we know. It definitely is. Yeah, no, I can definitely tell, especially like TikTok. Like I feel like once TikTok really like dives in deep, and gains that big ass momentum, that like everybody's just like, it turns into something so much bigger, you know? With so many cases that's happened with like the TikTok world and stuff. This is a little bit different, and you know, especially because it's about like an elective surgery, and like obviously there's negligence and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see what happens. But yeah, I feel so bad for the family. Ugh, it's heartbreaking. All right, we're gonna use a little bit of the pressed powder. do some highlight. I'm gonna go watch a little bit more of it tonight on once I get home and settled and stuff like that. As I'm doing like laundry, I want to watch a little bit. Hi, Maria. All right. Next. Let's put a little bronzer. Someone else is ordered. Who just ordered? Let me look. Okay, let me see. Debbie Smith ordered. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate you. She got the lip. Oh, okay. So Debbie got the deal. Perfect. Oh, no, she used beauty sugars. Oh, okay. You used beauty sugars. Okay, so you used 50% off. Thank you, Debbie. I don't see you in the comments, but thank you. Oh, there you are, Deb. You pop right up now. Thank you, Miss Debbie. I appreciate you, my girl. 50% off. You guys were 3 away from spinning the wheel. Let's set this real quick. Get a little makeup wipe. All right. You're welcome. Thank you, my girl. Thank you. I'm going to pop the boutique up if anybody wants to grab anything from the boutique, because I still will count you in. Let me read the comments real quick. I was definitely shocked, but I am not afraid or scared because I know. You are a tough cookie, my girl. You're a tough cookie. You got this. You got this. I like your positive outlook on it, because there's so many people that wouldn't have a positive outlook on it. So keep your spirits high, and we'll help keep your spirits high as well too. But keep that same thought process going on, because I truly believe, like, if your like mental, you know, is up there and you're trying to stay as positive as you can, I feel like that definitely plays a big role in it. I love you, my girl. Hey, Nicole. All right, guys, I went to lashes. Ugh. Make-A-Wish. Yeah, we'll do Make-A-Wish because I did the Cheddars last time. Let's do Make-A-Wish. Whoa. It's so cold tonight, you guys. It was a pretty alright day. It wasn't, I wouldn't say it was like, it was, the sun was out, so whatever. But tonight, when I left the house, oh my God, it got so cold. The temperature dropped way back down again. I think it's supposed to be like that the whole entire week too. I just want spring, just nice weather. We're over it. We want some nice spring weather now. We did enough winter. We're done. We're clocking out. It's probably like one of the coldest winters, I would say. We're stuck. I close my eye. We're stuck. Yes, prayers for our Gretiger. All right, where's the other lash? Let that get nice and heat real quick. It was 22 this morning. I wonder what ours was this morning. It was cold though. I was like, one day it's spring here. The next day it's tornadoes. The next day we're back to winter. We're just getting a little bit of everything. That same attitude. Aw. You guys are in the chat. Get this lashy bit on. Callie, it's 87. Jealous. Jealous. Lucky you. We're bipolar over here. Every day is different. Some days you need your snow coat. Some days you need your snow boots. And then other days you can walk out with a zip up. Every day in New Jersey has been completely different. Shit, there was a day 2 weeks ago, you didn't need anything. You could just wear a t-shirt. It's so crazy. It's all over the place. Bipolar. All right, let me look at a lippy right now. 43 today. Oh yeah, it's a little chilly. Let me look and see what lippy we got. Okay. I wish it was cold here yesterday. It was sweaty. Oh my God, your leg was sticking to the seat. Ugh. I can't stand that, but I'm like wishing for that. Is that not nuts? Like, just hot. You're in Florida, right? Hold on, guys. I'm just looking up to see if this lippy is available that I want to use. Come on. Oh, nope. Oh my God, we got to do a lippy order. ASAP. I'm just looking at so many lippies that are sold out. It's insane. We're going to do Candid. Candid's available. There's 7. There's 7 of them. Candid. Let me grab her. There she goes. I haven't used Candid in a long time. And she was like one of my go-tos back in the day. If anybody's been watching me for a while, I love Candid. All right. So Candid is a matte. Isn't that such a pretty color? Okay, Candid. We forgot about you, girl. Oh, man. Yeah, it's been a while. I used to use her all the time, you guys. Oh, you know what? Let me ask them, Greta. I'll ask them. I know they were having dinner right when I was leaving, but I'll ask them if they're watching it because I do have that. I will find out. They always love your recommendations. So, anytime I tell them, they watch it. I know I tell you this all the time, but they do. So I'll find out if they've hit that up yet. I'm going home right after this. I'm going to literally leave here, and then I'm going to go finish my laundry, hang out with them for a little bit. They stay up pretty typically kind of late, but get my stuff together. I'm sorry I'm cutting the live so short tonight, but I have the health department coming tomorrow, so I gotta be on my P's and my Q's. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be all like, hello, how are you? You know, perky in the morning, not don't talk to me till 11 type of thing. So I gotta, you know, my stepdad's away, so I gotta step it up. Tomorrow's my day, you guys. I gotta step it up. And we got to come through. We got to get that satisfaction certificate, which we always get. But we, you know, we just have to get it right, get it tight. You know what I'm saying? But I love you girls so much. Greta and Debbie, I'm going to keep you guys in the wheel for tomorrow evening, okay? So you guys are in it for tomorrow, okay? I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great, great night. And I will catch you guys tomorrow.